Hey there, beloved family of light. It is 11:27. It's my beautiful sacred number, two of them, 11 and 27. And I'm doing a beautiful light activation and meditation for all of you guys, for every one of us. So here's the thing. Yesterday I got really guided to new, deeper insights as this was happening to me all week. So yesterday I made a video late at night, and when I went to bed, I felt immense energies. It's like when I lie down in bed, when you get that feeling, like the energy is so intense that you can't even go to bed. When your tongue might be buzzing, when you feel immense buzzing all around your body, that is when the energies are really high. And then I went to bed, and during my sleep time, I received, after such a long while, I feel, maybe I did, but I didn't remember. After such a long while, I finally remembered in the morning, there was this conversation and my mind was like, oh, that's right, this happened. And I remembered another activation during my dream time, which is always with beautiful light and buzzing sounds with the frequency. Sometimes in my dreams, I used to be kind of scared of stepping into those vibrations, not knowing now. And this time, it was like I fully knew what it was about, and I just surrendered to the buzzing frequencies and the light activating me. And then when I woke up, I got intense guidance again and feeling really hyper. And just yesterday, I was speaking about raw foods, and just one day of eating only raw has shifted my vibration so much. I was really wide awake and really present and alert all day. And today morning, I just wanted to have my smoothie, and right after I had my green drink, I really said, okay, this is the time, because I was guided to do this meditation already yesterday in the evening. And I'll explain to you shortly, like a quick overview, why I'm doing this and why Spirit is guiding me to do this. But it was a wonderful synchronicity, because after receiving a meditation card before going to bed, and then a brother of light asking me about meditation and to share my meditation practices with all of you, because he feels it's very alert and ASAP, people need this. It's something that I would like to say is I don't like to be kind of, pushed through people as to what I'm supposed to do, because trust me, like, you have to trust yourself that Spirit is guiding you towards doing the things on your own way, and you'll be always guided to share what you need to share and speak about what you need to speak about and go through the challenges and experience that you need to experience. So I don't really have any meditation practices. I don't have these mind practices that so many people have. I just allow myself. I surrender myself. I keep doing the clearing work, and I keep opening myself to be a pure channel and vessel for Spirit energy. And with that, more divine remembrance comes. And I'll share with you what happened with me during this cycle, which is now ending. And I was speaking about this yesterday and the whole week. So on this full moon, I had my own tiny little ritual. I did it with all these chandeliers. I kind of lit up all these chandeliers. I put the candle up and all of them. I lit them up. I made a surrendering process before going to bed. I just surrender everything energetically. I surrendered even my beloved, even my desires for some things to come about as I would like them. I just surrendered. I said I surrender everything to Spirit. The next day, which was yesterday, I woke up feeling really so much better, because the day before I felt emotional. There was certain emotional states that were activated within me that were really triggered. And while we're in that state, we cannot clearly always see everything, because our human side is the side that will keep pushing these emotions through. But like I say, don't repress, just hold on, embrace them, really allow them, allow the flow of these emotions, but don't attach to them. Become really an observer that just observes what's coming through you, and through higher awareness you will understand why this is coming through and what you're holding, what you're going through right now. So the full moon for me and for all of us was about releasing a certain aspect of challenges that were going on the entire year, and everything was presented to me just in one day that I was having the ability to surrender all of this. And because I was able to do that energetic surrendering, how we know that we have surrendered, because everything changes. We feel literally the energy shift, because we feel that flow of synchronicity, of guidance, of what we need to do, where we are to be, what we are supposed to, feel in that now moment. It just feels, it cannot be explained, but we feel that shift. So for me, I've gone through that, and just because I was able to go through that energetic surrendering, I was able to cross the threshold, and that is why I had the energetic transmission, and kind of not like an upgrade, because we continue being upgraded. So that was in my dream time tonight, and that is why everything came together so perfectly. And already yesterday I was feeling that I'm going to do this activation. I don't know what's going to come through forth, but for me is this meaning of this is to help and assist those who cannot do this surrendering on their own, who are not so empowered yet to do this energetic surrendering on their own, who think that you need to have certain tools and methods and, you know, like meditation practices. You don't need to, because meditation is not a solid thing on its own that will get you to words and push you forwards in your ascension process. It's how you step forward in your embodiment of your divine qualities and attributes of your beautiful soul ray that you belong to. So here's the thing. I'm just going to surrender like I always do when I guide others, when I guide myself, when I live my daily life, when I walk through these embodiments. I surrender everything to spirit. I allow my higher self to step forward. I have already lit candles. You know, this one is placed in a beautiful chandelier that kind of represents, it's crystal clear, and it represents our clear intention. That is what the intention that I gave it. And there's another crystal candle, and I have my crystals here and down below surrounding me. So it's all about the intention. It's all about the intention to surrender and to release energetically. You know, that means you don't surrender, you don't give up the relationships, the people, the situations, but you surrender the energetic attachment to them. And because we have gone through an immense cycle right now, I feel is really important now to make a conclusion, like this light package of what we were going through that our soul kept sending to us, because we have these light packages that keep activating through us. It's now time to really conclude this cycle, to, you know, do this releasing, you know, gathering of all that together, take it into that review, and like you can imagine it in a bubble, and then push it forwards and surrender it to spirit, so that only the lessons and the feelings that you needed to activate that come through you remain. That is in the now, that is in your eternal state. But all that is not of that eternity, of that state, can be surrendered to the spirit. So that is the thing that I want to do in this light activation. I needed to make this intro because I cannot just start doing it without explaining to what is going on and why I feel energetically this is so important. Because we can never start a new cycle without fully, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually surrender and really embody, like go through these rites of passages on a certain level of our activation. So you have to know this light transmission is occurring for each one of you that will do it on your own level of spirituality and challenges. So the experiences that you're going through, it's always for your highest good. It's always on the level of energy that you are able to really anchor through your beingness right here and now. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say, a few words, like a preview, like I always do before my light activations. And now I would like to ask all of you, each and every one of you who decided to stay here and do the activation, to gently close your eyes and go into your space. That is your eternal state of beingness. Take a few deep breaths, really clearly but gently. And start feeling your grace. Your grace is who you are. Grace is something that cannot be explained with words or images, symbols and archetypes. For just like you are, grace just is. We're now going to work through this light activation on our grace. What grace really means is being fully alert, present, receiving and allowing, at peace with ourselves and what is going on in our external reality, and willing to always be where we are and allow it and feel at peace with it. Okay with where we are and who we are. So let's just take a few deep breaths and keep calling forth and inviting our grace to come into us now. You can also imagine beautiful white light surrounding you. You can also imagine yourself dressed in a white robe, and white garment, not just physical garment, spiritual garment of the higher self that is bringing you forth these messages, knowings, initiations of your monadic presence, of your beautiful radiant I Am presence. So through this white light that is surrounding us, we also now see a beautiful white light that flows on the wings of our higher self, directly from our I Am presence, from our monad. We see this as a beautiful source light, this spark, this ray of white crystalline light that enters, increases and amplifies our own sacred light, the white light that already surrounds us. Through our grace that we are, we now ask to receive a further initiation of our spirit self. We ask to receive more of that creative state, white light. And we ask for that light to show us what still needs to be completed through this recycling, clearing, and transformation process that we're all going through. So that that clearing can open up the space for new energy. We take a few breaths. We kind of go deep within in our space, in our zone, in our vortex center, in our circle. We could also imagine a beautiful circle of white light, of white bubbles surrounding us. That is our sacred space. It is not coming from the external realms, it's coming from right where we are, within. And we ask that the space holds nothing but light, so that everything that is still not concluded on this level of spiritual evolution of ours, that is still not completely learned, or so to say, truly remembered, is now brought to light, which is something that we will receive on the wings of our higher self that is either shown to us right now, in our vision, in our thoughts, or even later after this activation is completed. Because our higher self continues to send us these messages when it is the divine timing and appropriate for our highest good within the divine order of all natural things. So we take a few deep breaths. We keep breathing, because with the breath we keep invoking and we keep connecting with our essence, that is our monad. So this beautiful ray of white light is the connection between our I Am presence and our soul essence that is embodied in this body. And we ask it to show us completely where everything that we have been working on during this cycle of experiencing, this cycle of experiencing, and this cycle of embodiment is purified, is mastered, and is grounded and embodied fully. So we ask that our I Am presence, that is our eternal state, shows us this, reveals us everything that is necessary for this conclusionary cycle. And we ask our soul to embody these aspects of our eternal state right here and now. Through purification in mind, thought, word, deed. As above, so below. As in spirit, so in action. As in spirit, so in matter. We are merging and bridging the two. So there is no more duality and separation. We keep breathing so that new revelations can come. We keep asking, intending, that nothing but the truth remain. For this journey of ascension is the journey of nothing but complete and utter truth, embodied through our physical vessels. when we feel that we have gathered and asked for these revelations, we imagine ourselves energetically taking these aspects that were not whole, not yet learned, fully remembered and completed, and we look at them, and we imagine ourselves standing in a hall of a mirror, these mirrors surrounding our white light. And we see what yet that is reflected within these mirrors is not yet made whole. What have we not embodied yet completely through our learning, through experiencing? And when we see these aspects, we invite them in, and we invite our higher self to initiate complete purification through the initiation of our I Am. We feel this is happening in the most subtle ways, in the most unseen realms, because this is the process of initiation that cannot be seen in the tangible form. For it is nothing physical. It is pure spirit in action. It is pure flow of our source self. It is who we are. Can you feel it? The energy has shifted now into a full vibration, into a full speed of our I Am, and we get to feel it now. I feel it. Do you? So now, when we might feel a bit dizzy, disoriented, and internally spinning in our heads, know that this feeling is nothing else but entering our own vortex space, and there's full emptiness there. There's nothing but spirit there. And this is the state that we wish to anchor here in the physical, in the material. So we invite this feeling, we invite these aspects to flow further below, from above, and merge as one. For now, our greatest challenge shall be merging spirit and matter and walking the path of challenges through the physical, as we are learning how to be our highest version, our best versions of ourselves here on earth, in the physical, for we are residing here for a reason. We are serving the light through being the light embodied. So whenever you feel comfortable to leave this space consciously through awareness of your beautiful inner vortex, and not leave it, but gently ask it to move even further below into your beingness here on earth. Do that. Invite it to more presently, more consciously anchor even further into your beingness. And whether there is still some resistance, know that there is still some clearing work to do there. And without hesitation, fear, or judgment, only through love that is unconditional, and only through compassion and grace, you can walk this. You can walk through this and transcend it. And if it's not cleared yet, you will keep working on this during this cycle of completion, because everyone is on their own pace of this completion. But only this completion can bring about the changes and matter through spirit of who you are, and bring forth the changes and the manifestation of the new cycle. So all those of you who are asking for change in your physical daily lives, who keep praying, intending, manifesting, know that there is no such thing as those things being able to create without you first inviting spirit to fully fuse into your being on that level which you wish manifestation on. So on each level, first, you have to make the clearing. You have to do the clearing. You have to walk through the rite of passage. You have to step through the threshold to be granted the initiation into the further stages of your spiritual evolution. This is how the highest rites of passage were always walked through. This is what the highest masters of the light have been teaching. This was always as it was. This is as it is, and this is the principle of creation within eternity that we are anchoring here in the physical, within the confines of time and space. So now, go deep within you. Now that you know this truth that you have already known anyway, go deeper and ask yourself, what is the level that I feel comfortable at? What is the pace that is comfortable to me? What is the level of my rights? And on that level, am I ready to move forward in the physical life and to be the spirit that I am in the physical? To start a new cycle with other light bearers here on earth. Do I choose to consciously co-create? Yes, I do, for co-creation is my natural state of beingness anyway. Because as creation flows, so do I, for I am infinitely bound and one with all creation and all life of it. So with the full breath of your full lungs, breathe that knowingness, that truth, but there is no doubt, only willingness, intent, and devotion to be the light that you are in body. Bring that further below in your physical body. And with the out breath, anchor it now. And know that all the challenges, resistances, and hardships, if they do follow after, are there for your greatest good, are your blessing, because you are dealing with the clearing, with the holding on that level. And it is what you consciously or either subconsciously choose. And whatever the challenge, you are the one who has chosen it. Whatever the initiation and the rite of passage, you have chosen it. Whatever the vibrational experience, you have chosen it. Be gentle with yourself. And in this knowing of thyself, walk your daily physical lives. For it is in doing now that the knowing becomes really embodied. And now for the full completion of this cycle that we were all going through. We see ourselves sitting together as one tribe, holding hands in white light of unison together, and feeling immense, powerful empowerment, gratitude, reaching us deep from within, and reaching all of us together, and flowing through us while we're holding hands. And we send these rays of gratitude to all those who cannot still feel this gratitude and still don't understand why they're experiencing things on a certain level and why they have chosen this on their own, for their own. For everything ripples out, everything reverberates, everything is placed in the fields, in the ethers of eternity, on the gentle rays of all that is, the energy of Source that encompasses all things in life, in creation. And we feel grateful for our own cycles, for our own initiations, and we feel that now we are willing to graduate. And you can say to yourself gently, I am willing to graduate on my own level of experiencing. I am graduating from my challenges. I am the graduate of my own rites of passage. I am that I am, and I serve that I am. Now gently put yourself in the observer state, a few inches or meters, however you feel comfortable with, away from your body, and imagine yourself and feel yourself, how you feel now, that you have surrendered, that you are willing and devoted to finishing the cycle and moving into the next phase. So on that phase, you can also serve the others who have still not entered that phase. For you are the servant and the guide and the pioneer. You are the light barrier and the frontier. Remain in that feeling and remember how it feels, for it is very necessary while you are walking through these challenges to keep remembering how it feels in that state of pure knowingness. When there is no more questions why, where, who, what, for all just is, and we just know. Now a deep in-breath, followed by a deep out-breath. You are the graduate. And when ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste, beloved family of light. I'm kind of still in my vortex space, so I think I'll just wrap it up and go lie in bed for a while. It's exactly 27 minutes when I really look at the clock. So I hope this activation was very beneficial and of great assistance to all of you. Stay connected. My next video will be on twin flames, further guidance and explanation of the dynamics between the two. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Much love. Namaste.